Secure supplies of gas are essential to Europe's economy and people, and never more so than in the depths of winter. But in recent winters, some EU countries have had their gas supplies coming from Russia interrupted. The Kremlin hasn't been afraid to use its control of much of Europe's gas supply as a diplomatic weapon. So this week, the EPP Group has held a hearing looking at the future of gas supply in the European Union, including the diversification of our sources and, consequentially, reducing our dependence on Russia. Security of gas supply has risen fast up the EU's agenda following recent disputes between Russia and Ukraine that have had a knock-on effect on gas supplies to Europe. Reducing dependence on Russia will undoubtedly give the EU greater leverage in its strategic relationship with Moscow. It seems the most important principle for the future is diversification of supply. The more sources of gas, the better. Alejo Vidal-Quadras, a Spanish MEP, is one of the 5 vice presidents of the European Parliament from our group.
If we depend on a very few suppliers, we are very vulnerable because there can be technical problem, there can be economical problem, or sometimes geopolitical crisis. And if we diversify our sources, then we can also always cope better with a particular crisis.
So, with regard to Russia, how do we lessen our overdependence on supplies of Russian gas?
Well, on the energy front, Russia is a crucial partner. Sometimes it's not an easy partner, but it is a partner. And what we are trying now with this new regulation on security of gas supply is to implement, to prepare a European approach to these problems.
The Commission's proposal aims to enhance the internal market and the interconnectivity of supply routes between member states, as well as MEPs, industry representatives, experts and national regulators contributed to the discussion. Professor Ian Fells from Newcastle University in the UK gave a cautiously optimistic assessment of member states' efforts so far.
Well, the fact that they are really taking this very seriously is good. I think they're stumbling along, but in the right direction. It's frightfully technical, very difficult to get it sorted out, and all the different countries have their own particular views, and some of them are much more vulnerable to cutting off gas supplies than others.
In recent years, the EU has embraced the idea of a common European external energy security policy. But in reality, national governments, which face domestic political pressure, often put their own needs before a common EU response. So what's the danger that this bilateral approach undermines the multilateral basis of the common EU external energy security policy? Polish MEP Jacek Saryusz-Wolski chaired part of the hearing.
Exactly because of this danger of undermining this solidarity by bilateral actions which neglect the need of solidarity. That's why we say community level has to intervene, has to have its plans, emergency solutions and right to act. And that's foreseen in the provided for regulation.
With EU solidarity on energy policy now written into the Lisbon Treaty, MEPs are going to be at the heart of new developments in this sector. For more information on our group's activities in the field of energy security, please visit our website, eppgroup.eu. Thanks for watching, and see you again soon.